Hi everybody. I'm here in beautiful Lima, Ohio in front of Fair Radio, and this place is going out of business here in the next few months, and I wanted to really show off this place. Whoopsie. That box is cool.
I got the transmitter, now I got the receiver too. So I don't have I was in here one time, we used the pre-COVID. Some guy had one up here.
Boy, isn't that true? Oh, it's so cool. Looks like we have a bunch of resistors. Oh no, those are pots, I think. I wonder how long that stuff's been there. Relay. Sorry about the noise. Oh, what is this? Dude, look at these old cameras. That's sick. What is that? Oh, it's mini DV. Oh shit, that's cool. I wonder how much those are actually. Oh shit, that's a DVX. Oh, cool. I used to have one of these cameras back in the day when I first started shooting video. This place is massive. And we're still in the front warehouse. Not even in the back yet.
I'm not sure.
Hey. Hey, buddy. How are you? Hi, how are you? Hey, buddy.
The dog. Did you get locked out? These are like radio receivers, VHF transmitters. Look like how old that is. That is fucking crazy old. There's a tube. Oh, that's a pretty. Tektronix. Video cipher. Another some kind of like broadcasting camera. Some sort of. Guess this is like the wire section. So everything you've seen up to this point is just the front warehouse. There's like 2 other warehouses in the back. And we're gonna go look at those now. So this door leads to more stuff. How much more stuff? A lot more stuff. Oh wow, they've gotten rid of a lot of stuff actually. It looks like they've actually gotten rid of a lot of stuff since the last time I was here. You can see, like, that's all empty now. That was just shelves and shelves and shelves of stuff. But there's still an insane amount of stuff left. This is the middle warehouse. Good God. There's still so much left. All right, so I went and got my light so I could actually see down these aisles. The middle and back warehouse is so dark that you can't even see, so this is gonna help out a little bit. I probably should be wearing a mask. Oh, that's actually cool. Sound cards. I don't know if I need dead rats or something like that. Navy. Electronics. Transformers. Boxes are random. That's cool. Television transformer. Just gets crazier as you go deeper in the aisles. Just gets more messy. There's such a distinct smell. If you know, like that smell of vintage electronics, you know what I'm talking about. Oh boy, I think something was living in there. I realized, like, this must look like a found footage horror movie. That's what it feels like. It's so silent in here, it's creepy. A frequency divider. Video logic. Exactly. What is this newspaper? 1988. Year I was born. Boy, it looks older than that. Receiver transmitter. Man, that looks old. Looks like, I don't know what age, but as you can see, a lot of the ceiling is falling in here. I think one of the last times I was here, it was raining. I could hear the water dripping back here. Wow. Yeah, I definitely should have a mask on. Huh, okay. It's like a antenna or something. Now here, this is the third building. So this is the last warehouse. We were just in the middle. And this one is completely, dark. So you can hear that buzz of the transformer from something. I think it's that speaker up there. But, yeah, it's real creepy. Cheesy pizza. Wow. What is over here? Boxes. I just know I'm gonna find like a dead animal in here somewhere. Probably. That's a cool sign. That's definitely what's making that noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's pretty loud. The exciter. Ooh. I am very glad I decided to pack this light with me today. Otherwise, I would not be able to film back here. Jesus Christ. Say 1947. I don't know if that's the date of the box or what, but. What is that? Something? I don't know. There's actually some light back here. I'm shocked by that. Creepy little room. What's back here? It's like some kind of like poles for antennas or some kind of conduit or something. It's like red little bulbs on there. There's Hanson. Warner. What the signs are for, but creepy. Something was in here pooping. Might have been the dog, who knows. There's a whole level up there, but I am afraid to even try to go up there. It's a little sketchy. Am I really gonna do this? Alright. Feels stable enough. Oh, Jesus. Actually, it's okay.
It's a bunch of tubes, it looks like. Tubes and other random things. Jeez. Oh, more tubes. The owner told me that he sold all the tubes, I guess. There's some that didn't get sold. There's all kinds of tubes. That's awesome. Old box. RCA. Sylvania. Love that old packaging. Philco. Oh, those are cool. These are really neat. Yeah, there's like a ton of them too. Look at how many. Jeezy Pete's, there's like box. Oh boy, that feels a little unstable. What was that? More tubes. Oh boy, don't like that sound. Getting more boxes of tubes. I wonder why they didn't sell these. Oh. Something was in here. Hopefully I didn't step in that. This is starting to make me a little nervous. The floor is a little so-so. That's awesome. Box right there. That's awesome. I love that little atomic logo. Oh, Delco radio. I wonder if those were made in Dayton. Like at Delco. Old Delco plant. Kind of just want that for the box, honestly. Made in USA. It doesn't say anything beyond that. It says, sorry, everybody. Oops. Yeah, General Motors Delco. I bet you that was made in Dayton somewhere. It's just a graveyard of tubes. Hopefully I don't die going back. Boy, that makes me nervous. Oh boy, as somebody that hates heights, this is not fun. It's not even that high up either. Man, is it colder down here than it is up there. I think they kind of cleared this room. There was like stuff in here the last time I was in here. They kind of cleared it out a little bit. What was up there? So So this room in here is my favorite room in this whole place. It's just amazing. I wish somebody would preserve it. Looks like this was, like kind of a workroom at one point. It's got the wood paneling on the walls. Little boxes. Stock. Oh, that's a cool clock. I love the wood paneling on the walls. Faux wood paneling. Whoops, spider webs. Yeah, that's all over my light now. Yeah. This place is amazing. Just in case you forget your Ohm's law, for all you electrical engineers out there. That's cool. Wow. Looks like this place hasn't been touched in like 30 or 40 years. This old radio. Musophonic. Look at these floors too. Gotta love the fluorescent light dying on me. Oh boy, it's gonna be a seizure. Sure. Oh, vocal master. That's cool. It'd be really cool to see a time lapse of this place over the decades. I'm sure there's some questionable wiring in there. Soldering irons, Allen wrenches, drill press. I was worried this place was going to be taken apart by the time I got here. I'm glad it's still intact. Glad I was able to capture it. Spider webs and all. There's not too many places like this in America left. It's definitely something from a different era. Have these like giant camera broadcasting lenses and cameras. They're huge. All these old VCRs or these. If those were not sitting out here, I would totally try to buy one of those. Next, we will transition outside. It just keeps going. It's unreal. Looks like they've cleared out actually some of the stuff out here. There's more junk before, but there's still a crazy amount. So this is the actual warehouse, and then there's a bunch of buildings just out and about around. There's some guys out there in the distance collecting scrap metal, I guess.
Yeah, can you come to the store, please?
Oh, that's cool. It's old Ohio Institute of Technology sign. That's really cool. I'm glad I got my tetanus shot recently. There's even tubes out here. God, look at this. It's just like, looks like oscilloscopes and all kinds of things just out here. Seeing a place like this go out of business is sad, because it's like an end of an era. I mean, it's kind of sad to see all this stuff get wasted, but then there's just not many places like this left anymore. This is it. This is kind of a one of one. There was a place called Mendelssohn's in Dayton, and the owner sold the buildings and passed away shortly after, and that place is gone. And now the owner of this building is getting rid of everything and gonna sell the property. And it's kind of sad. There's no other place that looks and feels like this. It's a cool sign. And I actually went and looked to see if there was any place like this left in Ohio or anywhere else, and I couldn't find any place. Kind of these old electronic depots, these old liquidation places are pretty much a relic of the past. Oh, they cleared this section out. This used to have all kinds of stuff in it, and it's gone. It's a cool box. Cool wooden box. There's Newark, Ohio. Aerospace. Perfectly good mattress. Talkaphone. Massive tube. CRT. Man. These old cabinets. Whoa, look at some of these old televisions back here. Oh. Whoa, that's wild. That's so cool. Look at that old RCA Victor. That's really neat. Wow. I don't know if you could even restore that or not. Gotten completely delaminated. Wow, that's wild. Oh, there's an old cabinet. I used to have something, tubes out of it. That's a General Electric. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't. Good God, there's more pallets of stuff. It's just endless. I'm gonna have to pull my light back out. Oh, heard something buzzing. Oh, that's cool. That old Zenith box. Another massive warehouse full of stuff. Just doesn't stop. That's nonstop. that's good. Radioactive material. Controlled disposal required. Something tells me that's not going to happen. This place is so dense, I can't even move. I can't even squeeze my way through anything. Oh, shit. I'm probably, like, filthy now. What's this? Amers by Draco. What in the world is that? It's a whole box full, whatever that is. Look like a transformer or something. Uh-oh. Am I losing battery on this already? Oh crap, my light might be dead. Just a massage table sitting outside. This thing is bizarre looking. Some kind of antenna or transmitter of some sort. So this is the back side of the warehouse from the south end, or the north end, I think. There's just an old oscilloscope just sitting outside. Old circuit boards. There's a warehouse way back there, and that's where the scrapper guys are. They're taking stuff out. Wires everywhere. Looks like they've taken a lot of the... There's like just boxes just in the weeds. What the? I just stepped on a bunch of metal. Yeah, there's just like big crates out here. They look like the old like military crates. Whoops. Like yeah, way back in the tree line here, there's just like pieces of metal and plastic and all kinds of stuff. There's more crates. They didn't take this stuff. Man, those are old. This like massive, looks like a massive capacitor or something. Just pallets of them all over. I wonder why they didn't take this stuff, or they just haven't gotten to it yet. God, man. Let's see here. Yeah, capacitor. Is there a date on there? I don't see a date. Wait, date packed. Yeah, 1956. Jesus. 1956. Somehow it ended up here in an old shed in Ohio. There's Raytheon on there. I don't know what that is. Some Radio Shack cassette tapes. Endless loop outgoing message. Old IBM mice. I just noticed this Hershey Kit Kat. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Mr. Goodbar. Lifesavers. Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to pick that up, actually. Mini kids. Love tester. There's a love tester. Rolling clock. Crawling microbug. IR remote. LCD checker.
Can you give me your name?
Philip Sellati.
Philip Sellati. So Philip, who are you?
I own Fair Radio Sales. Have for the past 25 years.
Past 25 years.
So
how long has Fair Radio been around?
my father started it in 1946.
1946.
He and my mom worked out at the tank plant here in Lima that's still here in Lima, but not the same one. And at the end of the war, they got pink slips, and they had worked for several years installing radios in Sherman tanks, and they got pink slips, which means you have to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life, and the government sold some radio surplus out of the tank plant, and Mom and Dad bought them and started selling them.
Wow, great.
And those were SCR 508s.
Okay.
And
So how did they start expanding? What happened?
well, originally the store was downtown,
Right.
and the radio. Well, of course, I don't remember the early years, but the years I remember, it was in a basically a 3-story building. The top story and the back was warehouse. The first floor was mainly hunting equipment, tools, guns,
Right.
stuff like that. Dad was a FT, well, whatever the federal firearms seller was, he was that. And then down the basement was the electronics.
Okay.
And the back of the building was the shipping department and the warehouse. So
So it wasn't all electronics at one
it
point?
wasn't all. It was not all electronics. It
A lot of
was
stuff.
tools and work clothes and
Okay.
things like that.
So what year did the operation move here to this property?
Moved here in 2021.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
2000. I'm sorry, 2001.
2000.
2001.
Okay.
Just before the 2001 and the problems then. So,
Right.
but
And was that kind of a function of running out of space, or was that?
it was just a function of becoming more accessible.
Mm-hmm.
This is right off the interstate.
Right.
The other building was downtown and a little harder to get to, and back it was in a residential area.
Right.
And actually that actually was the this is the 4th location. That was actually the 3rd location, but
Okay.
it originally started out downtown, then it went to the west side of Lima, then it came back to more or less central Lima, but a residential area, and then here.
Okay. Okay. So after all these years of running this business and finally closing up shop, like how do you look back at everything? Like how do you feel about the years here? Are you gonna miss everything? Or?
Oh, I'm going to miss it. Yeah, I've never not liked coming to work.
Yeah.
It's not really work. It was, I don't know, there were years when we bought lots of stuff and the semis would come in. It was like Christmas, seeing what you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because a lot of times when you bought stuff from the government, it was like mixed lots, and you didn't know what you were going to get.
Right. Yeah.
And so we would get in these semi trucks and unload them, and have to get the things out and sort them out, and then we cataloged them for the catalog, and
Right.
it was like Christmas. It was, and every day was different, and you never knew what you were going to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Needless to say, you're gonna definitely miss.
Oh, I will.
coming around on a
I'll
day-to-day
miss
basis.
it. I'll probably keep my fingers in it somewhat, but not to the level that I have for the past. Well, it's been 50 years since I got out of the Air Force, so.
Oh, okay. You were in there. Okay,
Yeah, so but when I got out, Dad, when I was about ready to get out, Mom and Dad came out to California to see what my plans were, and they wanted me to come back and work with Dad, and that's what I did.
Oh, okay. There's no one in your family that was necessarily interested in continuing on, or do you just think that there was no need for
Well,
the service anymore?
I've got a son. He wasn't particularly interested
Okay.
in this, and that's kind of the way it goes.
It is what it is,
Yeah, they
he's
were
not interested. Yeah.
actually over the years. Dad was kind of pleased that I had another brother that has since passed that was in the business with Dad and I, and then it was he and I for about 20 years until he died, and
Right.
and we had a good relationship, good time together, and
Right.
but yeah, I don't have anybody that's interested enough in it to figure out what it is and
Right.
and work at selling it.
Yeah. So did most of the stuff? It seems like most of it was military surplus, correct?
Right. Yeah. It started out as military, and it's not totally stayed that way. It went industrial surplus, but we never got into the types of things that Mendelssohn's did.
Right.
The more, I don't know, the less electronic. We've always stayed pretty much electronic.
Purely electronics. Yeah. Wow.
Well, the local industries around here come here to keep some of their old machinery going, because
Right.
we've had some of the old relays and switches and things they need, and
Yeah.
you keep working what works for you.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Okay.
I appreciate it, and good luck in your retirement and whatever you choose to do. And thank you very much.
Okay.
It's a giant naked baby statue.